So great conversations, and I just want to bring up one point that I heard a couple times. And I've actually seen this and had conversations with instructors about this. Our students take 3 days to take the unit assessment because it's so long. Our assessment covers like 5 different standards. Is there a way to rethink how that is done? Loaded question. Is there a way to take that and start to break apart that assessment and chunk that out? Because I remember the days of college where your whole grade was based on 3 exams. That was crazy. That was so much information to try to get out 3 times in a semester. Had that been chunked out, and those standards and learning targets that were being assessed very clear, and instead of assessing over 5 standards, we're assessing over 1 or 2, that learning is just going to increase. So thinking about how we assess just as important as what we assess. Any other questions, ahas, or wonderings that came out of your conversation about this basic blueprint? Yes, ma'am.
If you're using a template like that, it would help to make sure that it's more uniform with the level of questions. And then if people knew what the template meant, it may be helpful to have that template actually posted with the assessment so that when they look at it, they understand that making changes to the assessment on their own would impact the levels that were listed in the assessment.
Absolutely. So this really helps you find a balance within your assessment of those depths of knowledge and how many questions you're asking per target.
Right. You have a 50-point question or a 50-point test or assessment. You might have depth of knowledge 2 and 3 in there, but 35 points are all recall.
Right.
That's not a very rigorous test. You know, I mean, I think you certainly would point that out, and then we're not preparing them for what they need to be prepared for. I mean, this will help us get to the
right. Get you to that next level. Yep. And then you, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, to add on to that, to add your standards as well, so that you can understand what standards you're covering with each assessment and keep track of that throughout the year.
Right, absolutely. And coming to that commonality when you're talking about, okay, have this with my assessment, and if I need to adjust a question on my assessment, understand it's going to adjust the blueprint and what that looks like. And so having those collegial discussions and making those changes as a group, as a team, reflecting on those assessments, why does a question need to be changed? And having that conversation will definitely help improve the process. Any other questions?